friends, namaste and welcome one more time from PMC English. I am your host Kavita, and in this today's series of spiritual talks, we are going to discuss something very interesting about past life regression. So you must be getting a lot of questions and challenges. When you face these challenges, you may feel that what sort of things you might have done so that you are getting these challenges. So when we connect to our past life, so many clarity we get, right? So today we have a wonderful master or mentor, Kiran Anumalasetty sir, who is equally wonderful person, a trainer and past life regression therapist, and he's also trustee from Quantum Life University. So his quest started with his chronic illness, that is spondylitis. So let's know more about his journey and when he met Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi, founders of Quantum Life University, his life took a different path. So let's welcome Kiran sir. Sir, welcome.
Namaste.
Namaste. So this is really very much interesting subject, sir, past life regression. A lot of people think that we really have past life or not.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, please go ahead, tell something about past life regression,
Okay.
why it is important.
Definitely. Past life regression is one healing tool. We have many healing tools. So, these tools will help us heal from our past, heal from our wounds, heal any limitations that we have. So, there are many healing modalities, healing tools, and past life regression is one such tool. It is a beautiful tool. And the question whether we have past lives or not is very different, and it has nothing to do with past life regression.
Okay.
Yeah. So even if you don't believe in past lives, this tool will still work.
Yeah.
You can still go through past life regression therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is the main idea here is to heal from the subconscious things that you are carrying. So this tool will bring to the surface all the subconscious material, and it will process it and it will heal it. So many people, they come without any belief in past lives and they still get benefit from past life regression. So it is important to see it as a therapeutic modality, and then we can get maximum benefit out of it. But it is also important to ask these questions whether there are past life, because our mind will create a mental block otherwise. Do I really need to believe in past lives to go through this therapy or not? And I don't trust in past lives, so why I should go through past life regression? And in my experience, what I have seen, and many other therapists have also seen, their observation is non-believers in past lives, they actually go to past lives easily because they don't have any mental expectation. They are very open.
Yes.
And believers, they get tensed. Will I see a past life or not? Or what kind of past life will I see? Will I see a good life or a bad life? So all that expectations, they interfere with the process. So an open mind is very important to get maximum benefit out of regression therapy.
And what is the right process to do it? And is it possible to remember our past life also?
Yes, it is accessible to everyone.
Okay.
Not just yogis, not just people who are sitting in meditation in Himalayas. Past lives are accessible to everyone because our subconscious mind is a huge repository of all the memories that we are carrying. For example, we carry memories from last week. We carry memories from last month. We also carry memories from few years down the line. We also carry memories from our childhood. We can recollect those memories easily, but with little difficulty, we can recollect our memories from early childhood, less than 3-year-old. Some people remember those memories. And with little more effort, we can also recollect memories from our womb, when we are in mother's womb as a fetus. It is also possible. And in hypnotherapies, people spontaneously discovered their past life memories. For example, Dr. Brian Weiss, he wrote this famous book, Many Masters, Many Lives. He gives a detailed account of one client, how she accidentally, both the therapist and the client, they stumbled upon the past life memories of the client in hypnotherapy. So that is how past life regression kind of evolved. Even though these roots are very deep in Indian culture, Indian wisdom, Indian scriptures, the ancient Hindu scriptures, they talk about law of karma, law of reincarnation.
Yes, yes.
So these are age-old truths. It's not something new, but this age-old wisdom is now made available to everyone in the form of past life regression, and that is what is very fascinating for me, because now anyone can access this wisdom. Anyone can access their own past life memories. Anyone can access their karmic seeds and burn them using awareness. And anyone can now touch the deeper layers of their soul and access that wisdom from their soul dimension. So, past life regression opens doors for many possibilities, for healing, for understanding, for higher wisdom, for accessing our own depths of our consciousness. So the possibilities are numerous.
That's really interesting. And the way you shared that how it helps, and it helps in many ways. But as we are already, facing a lot of challenges from the memories of childhood or the traumas and all, does it make any misery by going in our past life? Does it painful?
So I have seen this question, people come with this question like many times. So I already have so much of burden in this life. If I remember my past lives, it will add to my burden. So why should I do this?
Yeah.
So it is important to understand, first of all, so this mechanism is there in nature, okay, that we don't remember all the past lives. The moment we are born, it is a natural protection mechanism in nature given to us that we don't remember spontaneously all our past lives.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will be a huge burden for many people. Only when your level of consciousness reaches certain maturity, when you are ready, then these past life memories will spontaneously show up to you. It is only by the guidance of your inner divine or soul, whatever term you may call it with. So that guidance is always there. And past life regression only happens in accordance with that guidance. Okay. Some people, even though we try so many different techniques, they will never remember the past life. So we have to accept that. But in general, we have seen that 80% of the people can recollect past life memories in a maximum of 3 sessions.
Okay.
So that is the statistics.
Okay.
So, and for the 20% of people, they may not recollect, and we have to accept that.
Right. And that's okay.
And it is okay.
Yeah. Yes.
And coming to the question, is this a burden or a boon? Is going to help you or not?
Yes.
So, my answer to this question is always this. You are already living in your past. As a therapist, I am not taking you into past life. You are already living in the past life. You are stuck in the past.
Yes.
That is why you are going through challenges. That is why you have a chronic illness. That is why you have a relationship challenge. That is why you are not able to create the dream life that you want, because you are stuck in a past wound, in a past karmic complex, in a samskara.
Yeah.
Okay? So the past is there for a reason, okay, to help you learn some unlearned lesson. Okay? So, but human beings are progressing very slowly because they don't understand the purpose of this karmic baggage, why it is transferred from one life to the other. Okay? And they are stuck. Everyone is going through the process of continuous evolution, continuous growth. But past life regression can accelerate that growth.
Hmm.
So by consciously accessing those memories, that samskaras, and nullifying that memory, nullifying the samskara, one can come out of the influence of this past samskara. So when someone is feeling stuck in their life, when someone is going through a big shift, someone is going through a huge challenge, then past life regression really helps in accelerating that phase
So
and
how?
bringing this person out of that, so that
Hmm.
they can see a new perspective about their challenge.
Could you please elaborate more, like how it helps when we are already into so many, dramas and traumas, problems? So by knowing our past life, whether it was good or bad, uh, it was painful or however it was, how it helps us.
So it helps us to see the bigger picture. So let us say person is going through a relationship challenge, some issue with the spouse or partner, right? So they are only stuck with the issue.
Yes.
Okay. So now their awareness is very limited to this issue. They try all kinds of methods to come out of this, to solve this. Negotiation or manipulating or all different ways they would have tried and they would have failed. The reason why people cannot heal these issues completely is because they don't understand the bigger picture. Okay, so now what past life regression does is it helps us to now step back, okay, and look at this issue from a different standpoint, from a distance. Now so that you are not stuck in the drama, but you are a witness to the drama,
Hmm.
and you become an awareness. And then slowly all the missing pieces in the puzzle, they start falling into place. And when they access a relevant past life memory, they see that there is a strong connection, okay, in the past life to this present life problem. It is always happens. So whenever a person is going through a challenge, okay, we give an instruction so that the person goes to a relevant past life memory, which is very important for that person to understand now, to know now, and with the guidance of the soul. So now they see the story behind the story. So what happened in the past life memory, and how that past life issue is not fully resolved. There is some unfinished business there, which is now carried into the present life. And that is causing this challenge. Once they see the bigger story, then suddenly they have this new understanding. Oh, wow, this is why it is happening to me. This is why this illness is happening to me. This is why this relationship struggle is happening to me. This is the root cause. So past life regression is also called as root cause therapy. We go to the root cause, address the root cause, and then the symptom will heal on its own.
So, what is the process of healing these symptoms by healing by its own? Because when the problem is there, when the challenge is, something we have already done, and as a fruit or as a result, we are getting whatever we are living, whatever we are living right now. So,
Yes.
how to nullify those things? Because it's a nature law that we have to, face whatever we have done.
Yes,
So,
law
what
of karma.
law of karma, right?
So law of cause and effect.
Yes,
So
yes,
for every effect there is a cause.
yeah.
And we are going into the cause, into the root cause. So no one can escape. Okay. And the way to heal from this karmic baggage is already there in the law of karma itself, but people don't fully understand it. People see law of karma as a punishment mechanism.
Hmm.
Okay. So I did something wrong, so I have to be punished for it. Or I did something good, I have to receive the gifts for it now. It is true, but it is a limited truth. You are bound to receive the effects of whatever causes you have done. But the purpose of law of karma is not to punish you. Because everything is made out of love. Even this fundamental law of karma is born out of love. It is only there to help you, not to punish you.
Wow, that is something really very much important to understand.
Yes. And law of karma is a learning mechanism, not a punishment mechanism. There are two interesting words in Sanskrit, siksha and shikshana. Siksha means punishment, whereas shikshana means learning. Okay. So law of karma's purpose is shikshana, not siksha. Shikshana means helping you to realize what you have done in the past, okay, and learn from that. If that is a mistake that you committed, learn from the mistake. If you have to learn how to forgive others, learn how to forgive others. Not carrying the grudge, not carrying the hatred, not carrying the pain from the past. So unconsciously what happens is when the past life ends, we carry all that baggage unconsciously into the next life. So this is called the pull of the karma.
Carry forward.
The soul gets pulled into the next life along with all the karmic baggage. And that is what creates our life now. And now we need not be puppets, we need not be robots or like leading life under the influence of karma. We have free will. We can choose. So free will is also given to us. Karma is also given to us. Free will is also given to us. So now past life regression therapy is to awaken this principle of free will in us. So that as Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, so the seeds of karma will burn into ashes in the fire of self-knowledge. And when you know who you are, all the seeds of karma will burn. So that is the basic principle of past life regression. When we know that we are the soul, when we touch that dimension experientially, not intellectually and knowing it, that will not help. But when we experientially we can touch that soul dimension, that is when we get understanding, and through that understanding, the karmic seeds will be burnt.
So when we come out of that ignorance, when we start understanding life and the purpose of soul in a bigger way, in a great manner, there we burn our all deeds or past life karma and the result of karma.
Yes.
That understanding
this happens through meditation also. Right? So when people start meditating for months and years, there is an inner shift that happens because they are raising their level of awareness, their level of consciousness, and now they are closer to who they are. They have an experience of who they are, and that burns the karmic seeds. That's why meditators, they can create a new life. They can heal their illness. They can heal their relationships. So this is a self-transformation tool, self-awareness tool.
Yes, definitely. Patriji always said you are the creator of your own life. So no matter what you did in past, with the help of meditation, we can heal everything. So as now when we healed ourselves, how we get benefited in the future? Now we are okay, we nullified, now we are starting with zero. How it's going to help in future?
So everyone wants to have a beautiful life, a happy life, a healthy life, with good relationships and good abundance. So this is what everyone wants. They are looking for happiness and ease and comfort and less pain, right? So, but Why they are not able to create it? Because something is stopping them. So this past life regression therapy will help them to come out of that, whatever is stopping them. Give you an example of one case study. So a girl came to me, like teenage girl, she's studying in engineering, first year or second year when she came to me. She was facing several issues. One, she was in depression. She was on medication for depression for 6 months. She has obesity. She has rashes on skin. These are the three issues she came to me with. And when I did past life regression work with her, like 2 sessions we did, and in both the sessions she went into the root cause. So in one session she saw herself as a slave in a concentration camp, in the Nazi concentration camp, and she died inhaling poisonous gas in a gas chamber. So that is a very traumatic death for her. So that is one memory she visited. Another memory she visited is inside the mother's womb. And she was going through an intense experience while in mother's womb, experiencing the mother's emotions and feelings, where the mother doesn't want to have a girl child. Mother wants to have a baby boy. Okay? And this she felt deep rejection inside the womb itself. So these are the two memories that surfaced. So during the session, we process those memories, help her relive those memories. And her body was literally reliving that experience of suffocation, inhaling the poisonous gas, breathlessness, and the final moments of death, a miserable death. Okay. When she relived that memory, reliving is relieving. That is the basic principle. So she was actually releasing all that. And when she ascended to the soul dimension, from there she could see the connection between the present life and the past life. How she unconsciously carried that unhealed trauma, the death trauma, into the present life. And she created this low self-esteem and low self-worth because that's what she was experiencing in the past life. And she was unconsciously living that past life in the present life. So she couldn't face exams, she couldn't get good grades, she was feeling miserable about her, and that's what led to depression symptoms. And after these 2 sessions, I met her again after 6 months, again after a couple of years also, and she was like a completely different girl now.
Wow.
She was not obese, she was looking very appropriate to her age and height, and skin issues completely resolved. She was getting very good grades in the exam, and she finished her engineering in good distinction, and she was feeling very confident about herself. So this is what past life regression can do to a person. When the person is stuck, okay, it can uplift them, bring them out of this limiting issue, because they can see now the bigger picture and heal the root causes, not just the symptoms. And there are so many such case studies where people heal illnesses, people heal their relationship challenges. A couple came to me on the verge of divorce. They were like, this is the last option for them. They tried everything and they were like about to depart, and they came to therapy because they heard about meditation and past life regression. They want to see what is the root cause, what is it, who are they in their past lives, and what is it that is causing this issue now. And they went to a series of childhood memories and then into past life memories. Okay. And they saw how they are creating, how they are bringing their own limiting image into the present life, and that is conflicting in this relationship. They both were like struggling for love, and they want to be loved, but they are not able to, they don't know how to give love. So these lessons of love are very complex.
And it is very common with everyone.
Yes.
the love which they didn't receive, or they just want from outside. Maximum people, they are seeking for love, but they are with lack of love.
And this couple, after this series of sessions, they went back and they wrote a message to me that they don't want to take divorce now. And they also had a baby.
Wow.
And after a couple of years, again, I came to know that they're living happily and they had a baby also.
Yes, maximum cases people go through with relationship challenge, and I heard even after these sessions they come out of their traumas, their problems. That's wonderful. Here I want to ask you one thing, that even meditators, they see naturally their past lives, right? So what would you suggest? Is it enough to do meditation and see our past lives, or is it good to go with the therapy?
So it is not necessary that everyone should access their past life memories. Okay. So in meditation, accessing past lives also happens, but in a different way. Sometimes the past life traumas or past life karmas, the karmic baggage, it can come in a symbolic language.
Right.
Okay. Not necessarily as exact memory. And that is also equally valid. Once it comes to the surface, to the conscious mind, it is integrated and it is healed. So meditation is also a powerful tool that can heal. However, it is not possible for everyone to access past lives in meditation. So we recommend past life regression for such people. And another advantage is, even though meditators, they get these past life memories, they don't know how to process them, how to integrate them, how to understand them.
Yes, without guru, without proper guidance, we don't understand.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what happened to me when I got spontaneous recall of past lives. I don't know what to do with that information, how to heal using that information.
so you healed your chronic illness called
Ankylosing spondylitis.
Yes, yes. So please share your experience with that. The trauma or pain you have gone through for 10 years, and the side effects of medicines, and then you deeply healed it.
So every illness is a teacher. That's what I learned. Okay. I struggled for 15 years with the illness, and then I realized that the illness is there for a reason. It is trying to tell me something, but I was so busy I couldn't listen to it. I was always trying to avoid it through medication or run away from it, ignoring it as if it doesn't exist. But the pain comes back if I don't do anything about it. And I tried so many things like acupressure, acupuncture, chiropractic, and physiotherapy. They gave some relief for some days, few weeks. Again, the pain comes back.
Yeah.
So I realized that only by listening to the pain, by listening to the illness deeply, we can heal it fully. That is when we understand the root cause, why this illness is there in the first place. What is it trying to teach me? In my case, the illness is trying to teach me that you are meant to do something more, not just this. Okay, you are not realizing fully your gifts. You have the gift of teaching, you have the gift of therapy, but you don't know that these gifts exist. So after I started therapy, after I started teaching, my illness naturally healed.
So once you start giving
Yes.
with the gifts which you already have in yourself, then it healed automatically.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is following your soul calling.
Yes.
Because you came with a particular soul purpose, soul design, and if you don't follow it, you will get challenges. You will be reminded. Initially, you will be reminded with small reminders, and even if you don't listen till even then, if you don't listen, you will get bigger reminder.
That's why our diseases get bigger and bigger day by day.
Worsen. And when people take a pause, they look at their life, they try to understand what they're doing with their life, or they're really happy with their life, and they start asking these questions. Who am I? What is my purpose here? What is it I came to do here? And then there is a spontaneous remission of the illness naturally.
Yes, wonderful, sir. A lot more things to learn and understand. And when we really look into, we understand things. It unfolds automatically.
Yes.
And it's not necessary to understand outside world. First, we have to understand ourselves. I
True.
think that is enough. That will automatically show the right thing, what we have to do next, what is our, purpose of life. There we connect with our purpose of life too. And once we start living that, we feel happy, everything gets resolved, maybe relationship or even profession, everything falls in a place naturally.
And it is also a continuous journey.
Yes.
No one can know 100% their entire purpose and soul design in a single go. It is like driving. When you are driving, you will see only 10 feet or 20 feet, 30 feet ahead. Okay. Beyond that, you trust that the path is there and you go ahead, but you cannot see the complete path.
Yes.
So our soul purpose is also like that. We have to keep moving forward with the limited vision that we have and trust in this path, trust in the guidance of the soul, and then we will reach the destination. Yes. And it will be a beautiful journey. We also enjoy this journey.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Life purpose is not directly to reach to the end, but enjoying the journey.
Yes.
So in darkness, when we drive, when we reach to the light we are seeing, automatically the next path we
step by step soul will show you the path.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, this is the next step. Just follow it and you will be guided.
Wonderful learning, sir. Thank you one more time for explaining past life regression, being a therapist. So at last, your message to our audience on past life regression therapy. So
past life regression therapy is for everyone. You need not be a meditator. You need not have intense sadhana done in the past. Anyone can go through this process and it will benefit you in so many ways. Okay. And it is important to understand that we are not just this physical being. So that is my message to the audience today, that you are more than a physical being. You have a series of past lives. You have a journey. Your soul journey was immense. So what you are today is the collective wisdom of all the past lives and all the wisdom that you accumulated over past lives. So you have to treat with such immense respect towards yourself and treat yourself as a divine being, as a soul, incarnating into the physical plane and going through this experience. Because many people, when they go through a challenge, they think that I am very low, I am very small, I am very stupid, I am nobody, I am nothing. So that is not true. It doesn't matter what kind of challenge you are going through, how bad your situation is. Remember that you are a divine incarnation, and only that will help you, uplift you. Beautiful message. That's very much important, to treat ourselves best first, treat ourselves as a divine being, worshipping ourselves first by meditating or the way you want, self-love, what we say. So whatever we want from outside world, it will automatically happen if we start giving that thing to ourselves first. And when we are with full of love, we will spread the love, and byproduct we will get the same love and respect and abundance. That's perfect. I like the word byproduct. Abundance and love and all the good things in life, these are all byproducts when we look into ourselves and first feel them within us, then in the outer life they manifest.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your wisdom with us. And I look forward to have more interviews with you so that our people, our audience will get benefited. Equally, I will also learn a lot of things. Thank you.
It's my pleasure, and I enjoy interacting with you and interacting with our audience. Thank you so much.
Hey friends, I hope you loved this episode, and if you were really stuck somewhere, you might have got your answers, right? So do not wait, do not get stuck. Start loving yourself, start meditating, and if you still have challenges in relationship and in other pillars of life, you can access for past life regression therapy as well. So thank you for watching this episode. Please like, share, subscribe, and share this video with everyone. Thank you, friends.